Hello, can get our recording to go. Oh, how long can I hold my frozen face? So it's Monday. Woo! And a lot of times we think we'll start again on Monday. That's Lisa Turkers. So I'll start again on Monday because we do that in our head. Like, I'm just going to do what I want to do and I'll start again on Monday or I'll start tomorrow. So, but one of the things she talks about is the scale. And I've had a love-hate relationship with the scale, but I do use it because I want to know. I gained 20 pounds one time within, I don't know how many years, maybe a year. I don't know, but it's like, I felt like it snuck up on me because I wasn't being vigilant.
Yeah.
So now I do weigh myself every day because I want to know kind of where I am and I don't want pounds to sneak up on me. I want to know. So, and they've been sneaking up again now, but at least I'm aware of it and I know, okay, I want it to go the other way. So I've got to be a little more vigilant when I'm doing. But also, I think it's important to know that that's a number. That's not our worth. That is literally a number. And Lisa talks about it in her book, and I'm reading from my notes, but she says, I am a Jesus girl who can step on the scale and accept the numbers for what they are. An indication of how much my body weighs, not an indication of my worth. And I think that's so important to remember that our worth does not come from our body, from numbers on the scale, from anything outside of what God says we're worth. We're worth everything in his eyes. Yeah. And if we think of small children, we're not judging them by anything. They're small children and we love them. And that's how God looks at us. So a lot of times I used to look at the girls, or now I look at Ellie and I go, yeah, I wouldn't judge that little girl, ever. I love her. She could, she can be the naughtiest little nugget in the world, which he's not, but I would still love her. So God feels that way about us too. And it's important to remember that our worth comes from here and not from anything else. Yeah. Not from what the world says, definitely not from the numbers on the scale. But I do think it's an important indication of our numbers, not of our worth, but of our numbers, so that we're vigilant. Yeah.
And Deb talked about it. I mean, we've had a love-hate relationship with the scale. We definitely have had those times where jumping on that scale in the morning will set the tone for my day, good or bad. And if you're in that space, just know that the scale may not be the best way for you to monitor that right now. I mean, it takes a lot, at least it did for me. It took a lot of work to get to what Deb just said, where that won't indicate the kind of day that I'm going to have. I know years ago, there was a little lady who used to come to the salon and she was the sweetest little thing, but she was tiny little and she totally lived and died by the scale. And I remember her telling my boss one time that when her numbers are good, when she gets up in the morning, that means she can go to McDonald's and have breakfast. And I was like, that may not be the best thing to do.
Are they good the next day? Probably not.
But it's one of those things that's that whole good bad relationship with the scale. So if you need other ways to monitor than the scale, reach out, because there's a lot of different things that you can do. I'm with Deb at this point. I do weigh myself every day, but as I said, it does not indicate what kind of day I will have. If it's a good day, that doesn't mean that I get to cheat and eat whatever I want. If it's a bad day, just be miserable because I'm heavier than I want to be. So
yeah, it's just really important to know that and to really believe it. So yeah, our worth is not numbers on a scale, and we can do everything right and our numbers are still crappy, and then we don't want to lose heart and stop all the good we're doing.
Right.
It just means probably other stuff's going on in our body that day. It's hormonal, it's water, whatever it is. So keep doing the good thing.
Yeah. And it does help sometimes too, to if it does go up, for me, a lot of times it's, did I have something really salty yesterday or the last couple days? I'll notice it that way. So it's good to help monitor, I think, our food choices as well, to some extent. As long as you're not beating yourself up over it. I mean,
it's awareness.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a journey. So
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.